Todd Monken just made a statement that every Browns fan needs to pay attention to. He's not ready to name a starting quarterback. And after breaking down the film from this past preseason game, I completely get where he's coming from. And in today's video, we're keeping it all the way 100. We're breaking down Deshaun Watson's what he showed out there, the rhythm, the movement, and in real context behind the turnover and Shedeur Sanders. We're gonna play some film while I'm talking, and we're gonna talk about what Shedeur did, his talent, and why this upcoming week against the Buffalo Bills is a huge one for him. Huge, man. And finally, our roster depth is playing a massive role in how the entire offense look. Let's get right into it.
Among the Cleveland Browns. If the Browns were to win this game at home.
Well, let's get right into Deshaun Watson first. For a guy working his way back from injuries and all this time he had off, getting used to live bullets again, and he looked pretty decent. Remember, in training camp, you can't touch a quarterback, you can't even get close to him because they got mad at Verse for even swatting the ball out of his hand that one time. In a real game, you got that mental hurdle of taking a real hit, and he may not have that speed he used to have, that burst of speed right now, which is completely understandable, but he managed the system, and overall Watson took what the defense gave him, and he showed good pocket rhythm, found his slants and comebacks. He spread the ball around and generated some scoring drives, including, a couple of great chunk plays, like that 43-yard play to Dylan Sampson, a little dump pass, but it went to the house and that put him in the red zone. And, so Sampson and Quinshon Judkins gives that classic thunder and lightning punch in the backfield that makes things easier for him. Now on the turnover, Watson got stripped on that fourth down attempt when the pressure came and that right tackle got beat instantly off the snap. That wasn't a terrible mental mistake by Watson. That was a clean defensive penetration, hitting the ball as he threw it. Now here's Todd Monken giving his thoughts on, how he thought that Watson played.
Awesome. It was so cool to watch him play. I get all of the frustration by fans, himself, but for him to come back and work like he did is an unbelievable credit to him. And then to go out there, he was having fun today. And that is so cool. And I thought he really functioned at a high level. Certainly, we don't want to be taking timeouts. We sure as heck can't take delay games, okay? But it was fun watching him play and watching us put the next step forward and see where we're at.
Now, after that hit, he sped his internal clock up a little bit, and he got a little hurried, especially behind that second string offensive line. But was he terrible? Absolutely not. He moved the chains, he got the ball out on time, and he operated the offense effectively. That brings me to a huge takeaway that nobody's really talking about enough, but our depth is a real concern. Once you get past that starting group and into the second string and the third string offensive line, it gets real slim out there. It's slim pickings. And that pass protection breakdown and guys are dropping passes out there. It makes it difficult for the quarterback to get his job done. And that's exactly why Todd Monken, isn't rushing to name a starter. Now, the media wants that headline story immediately, but Monken knows you can't crown someone early like this, and he wants to give Shedeur his reps on his next preseason game. It's a ongoing evaluation, and you got to let this play out. It's a smart thing to do for Todd Monken. Now let's talk about Shedeur in the second half. Let's see what Todd Monken thought about Shedeur's game.
Well, he's improved so much. He really has in terms of
climbing the pocket, working through his progressions. I think that's a big thing. Even on the one that he threw to 81 in the slot, like he drifted too deep. I mean, we caught him in the blitz, but they weren't even close. Created kind of his own pressure. There's some things he can, and then operation. It's still a part of it. Getting in the huddle, getting lined up, getting the call. So does Deshaun. They're both in the same manner, so we can stack plays together. We did a good job. Maybe the most positive thing we did yesterday was we overcame some penalties. For God's sakes, we overcame the 1st and 25. We overcame a couple other penalties, and we hit that big 3rd and 13. Shedeur did. So how can we play cleaner at all positions? And certainly with him, how can he play cleaner?
You can immediately see that natural throwing ability Shedeur has, that high level arm talent, and he delivered some big time strikes in stride to convert down the field, that down and distance situation. Sure, there were moments where things stalled, and that fumble exchange from the center to Shedeur that got away from him, and the running back jumped on it. But that's completely normal, when you're coming out in the 3rd quarter. But he settled in and adjusted to the speed of the game and got right back into it. The biggest takeaway from Shedeur is simple. He don't have to win this starting job in a single afternoon, the first preseason game. This is about continuing to develop, building that pocket poise, and mastering that playbook and making those quick decisions. He looked a lot better throwing the ball quick. He has a massive opportunity right in front of him. The Browns have joint practices coming up against the Buffalo Bills, followed by the next preseason game going against the unfamiliar defense and high tempo competition. Practices is where Shedeur can take another huge step forward and prove what he can do. Now, here's where I stand on the whole situation. I'm not walking away from this game saying Deshaun Watson won the job, and I'm definitely excited about how this week turns out. Watson showed he can still lead scoring drives and operate within the structure of the offense, while Shedeur showed that raw talent and that poise that gives the fans a lot to be excited about for the future. Now, Todd Monken said the competition is still wide open, and Buffalo Week is going to tell us a lot more. Now, I want to hear what you think after watching those guys work on Saturday. Who you think is making the stronger case to Todd Monken right now? Drop your thoughts in the comments and hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a upload. And go Browns, and I'll catch y'all on the next video.